Hello and welcome. My name is Sean Snowday. I am the founder and the voice of Automation Rehab Podcast. And I want to thank you for considering being on my podcast. A little bit about me. Over the last 30 years, I've worked with companies such as Danka, Gateway 2000, Dell Computers, writing their systems and processes. And in all that time, I pretty much became a data expert. Now, my last corporate position I held was marketing manager for Microsoft of Southern California. And then I went in and I'm an Infusionsoft partner, digital marketer partner, all that silly stuff that comes with it. And of course, I have this podcast. Now, a little bit about the podcast. Once you qualify and you go through the whole application process, here are some of the things you'll get. Now, we have 15-minute speakers, 30-minute speakers, and hour speakers. If you want to be a 15-minute speaker, if you just want to get your stuff out there into the podcast world, then we'll just have you as a 15-minute speaker. I'll upload you to my podcast software, and it will go to iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, all that stuff, okay? Now, if you are a half-hour speaker, you get the same thing, but the one-hour speakers will get their own landing page. So as a one-hour speaker, you will be placed up with all these other people on this page. This is my /podcast. Now, the thing with this is you're going to have your podcast up here. You're going to have about me, and then it will be click to learn more of you. So once we click to learn more, it will take you to your own personal landing page. And this will have, of course, the podcast, and you can always share the podcast. So when you click here, you can market it on any one of these sites, or you can copy and embed it on your website. That way you could just market your own website and have your podcast on your website. This is a little bit about you. I'm going to show you how to get all this information to you. These are backlinks that go directly to your website. So when I click on that, these will go to your website. These are backlinks directly to your social media. So this will go to your Facebook. This will go to your LinkedIn. These are not shares. They're actually backlinks that go directly to your social media or whatever you want to use, okay? Then, of course, we're going to have your resources. So for a free demo, when you click on that, then people will come to your website. They'll be able to fill out this form here, okay? Also, you will become a sponsor. So as a sponsor, I make a little 15-second to 30-second commercial for free for your business using this voice, talking about your business. And I use background audio in there, and it's background audio that is paid for. I have over 3,000 songs that I can use to do for the background for your free commercial. Now, another thing is we talk about the masterclass, and then we do all the show notes. And the show notes are just little blips about your podcast, okay? Now, in order to get all of this data together, I'm going to need some information from you. And the way that works is this will tell you a little bit about how to test your Zoom audio. And if you don't have the right microphone, if you speak from the stage, and I get a lot of people that speak from the stage, they're just not used to podcasts, and they want to use this headphone that they use on their Apple computer. Don't do that if you've never done it before. Just go out and buy this hot headset. It's $20 to $30, okay? I'm going to need your first and last name, your headshots, your email, the title of your talk. That way I can introduce you, talk about the title, a little bit of a description of the talk. This will go on your landing page, and then your core message. This will be like mine is, we don't sell hope, we fulfill it. I'm definitely going to need some pro tips from you, because your pro tips are going to go right here. We call them wicked tips here, because this is wicked reports, okay? And then, of course, all the information about your company, your backlinks to your website. If you want to have an affiliate banner, send that over to me. That way I can take your affiliate link that you're going to fill out right here, and I can use the banner in that affiliate link to drive traffic to your website. These are going to be your podcast images, and of course your phone numbers. You could say what type of company you are right here if you want, not a big deal. Your time zone, this is all going to be North America for right now. And then this is going to be important. The expert, you know, if you want to say you're a PhD or whatever, that's fine to have in there. It'll go under your image, but the bio is really important, because the bio actually goes by your image right here. And I don't want to have to go looking around on your website for an about you, because a lot of people don't even have an about you sometimes. Unless they're coaches or professional speakers, a lot of people don't have this in our industry, which is the marketing we are the marketing nerds of the planet, okay? And that's who this podcast is for. It's for technically marketing geeky people that look really good. People like you. Okay, so these are going to be all the backlinks that go to your social media. If you wrote a book, I want your Amazon link there, and then I want the image of your book there. And this is the most important thing. Do you have a high quality microphone or headset made for podcasts? If yes, the default is no. Click yes. If not, go out and buy one. If you think that you have a headset and you've never been on a podcast before, just go out and buy a headset. It's $20. It's worth it. Okay, and the last thing I want to say is that on this podcast, if you want me to wear some of your swag, like a hat or a shirt, then go ahead. I'm gonna have the information. Once you fill out the information, which is below this YouTube video, you're going to see a link that says automationrehab.com/meet. That when you click on that, that will give you my calendar to where you set up the time for you to speak on the podcast, not speak with me. This isn't a conversation. Once you show up, boom, we're on the podcast. We start talking. We start to rock and roll. Now, if you want me to wear some swag, a hat or a shirt or anything, maybe a little pin on one of my shirts, mail it over to me, because I want you to think Traffic Geyser. Not only is this going to go out to the podcast, which is iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, all those things, it's also going to go to all my social media. I have thousands of Facebook followers. I have 12,000 Twitter followers, and LinkedIn and Instagram. But it's also going to stream out to all the streaming things. So I want you to think of Traffic Geyser. I use Restream, and I'm going to blast out the streaming video to all of them. Okay, so that's a little bit about me and my podcast. So I want to thank you for considering being a speaker on my podcast. I'd love to have you. If you're watching this video right now, it was meant for you to be on this, and I'm always looking for referrals. So once you sign up, feel free to refer someone to watch this video, or just take the link, email it to them, and let them know that I'm always looking for quality speakers to be on this podcast. Thank you again. I'll talk to you soon, and have a great day.